They say attitude is a small thing that makes a big difference. But what if I told you attitude is everything? Your attitude decides how you wake up, how you face pain, how you see failure, how you deal with people, and ultimately, how you shape your destiny. Most people think talent creates success. Some think it's luck. But the truth is, none of those matter without the right attitude. Because talent without attitude is wasted potential. Luck without attitude is just coincidence. And dreams without attitude are nothing but fantasies. There's a reason the lion is called the king of the jungle. Not because it's the biggest or the fastest or the smartest animal out there. The elephant is stronger, the cheetah is faster, the hyena is more cunning. But when the lion appears, every creature, no matter how powerful, Nois, steps aside. Why? One word, attitude. When a lion sees an elephant, it doesn't see danger, it sees lunch. But when the elephant sees the lion, it sees death. The difference? It's all in the mind. It's the belief that runs through every cell of its body. I am the king. And that belief shapes its behavior. That belief shapes its destiny. Your attitude is exactly the same. You become what you believe about yourself. You walk, talk, and act according to your mindset. If you believe you are weak, you'll never take the first step. If you believe you're not good enough, you'll never reach your potential. But if you believe you can, you'll change everything. Every day, life will test you. You'll face pain, betrayal, disappointment, and failure. And in those moments, you have two choices. You can complain, or you can grow. You can look at the darkness and say, why me? Or you can look at the same darkness and whisper, try me. That's the power of attitude. Positive attitude doesn't mean you ignore pain or pretend everything's fine. It means you decide to see hope where others see despair. It means you choose strength over fear, growth over comfort, and action over excuses. Remember this, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. You can't always control your circumstances, but you can always control your attitude. Whoa! A positive attitude turns ordinary people into extraordinary warriors. It transforms victims into victors. It takes those who once said, I can't, and turns them into those who say, watch me. That's how empires are built. That's how dreams become reality. That's how people who started with nothing rise to greatness. Let us be honest with Brain. The world won't always be kind. People will doubt you. They will talk behind your back. You will fail, sometimes more than once. But never forget, failure doesn't define you. Your attitude toward failure does. Some people see failure as the end. Others see it as feedback. The most successful people in the world didn't escape pain. They just responded differently. They said, I will not give up. I will rise again. And that's why they made it. If you want to change your life, don't start with your job, your relationship, or your location. Start with your attitude. Your attitude decides how you see yourself and how the world sees you. It determines whether you stay down or get up, whether you complain or commit, whether you just survive or truly live. When you wake up every morning, ask yourself, am I seeing life as a problem or as an opportunity? Am I reacting with fear or responding with courage? Because every thought creates a chain reaction. Every attitude creates a reality. Think about it. The greatest leaders of from CEOs to soldiers, all share one thing. Not wealth, not luck, not intelligence, but attitude. It's what drives them to lead when others follow, to stand tall when others run, to believe when everyone else gives up. A positive, disciplined, fearless attitude can change the course of your life. It can transform a timid soul into a bold warrior. It can turn an ordinary day into the start of a new beginning, because at the end of the day, it's not what happens to you that defines who you are, it's what happens within you. Attitude is a choice. And that choice, every single day, determines whether you live in regret or rise in greatness. So from this moment on, decide you won't be the elephant that fears the lion. You'll be the lion, the one who faces everything with courage, belief, and unstoppable spirit. Because attitude is not just a mindset. It's your identity. It's your power. It's your destiny. Your life doesn't change when you get a new job. It doesn't change when you move to a new city or when you finally get the approval you've been waiting for. Your life changes the moment you decide to change your attitude. Because everything begins and ends in the mind. Your thoughts create your beliefs. Your beliefs create your attitude, and your attitude shapes your entire reality. So if you want to change your life, you must first change the way you think. A positive attitude is not something you're born with. It's something you build. Day by day, choice by choice, every morning when you wake up, you're given two options. You can focus on what's missing or on what's possible. You can complain or you can create. You can let the world decide your mood. Or you can take control and decide it yourself. Your mind is a battlefield. And your attitude is your weapon. If you don't learn to control your thoughts will control you. Life is not easy. You will lose. You will fall. You will be hurt. That's the truth. But here's another truth. You are stronger than every challenge that comes your way. And the only thing that determines whether you rise or stay down is your attitude. When you face a problem, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? Because every problem carries a lesson. Every obstacle carries a message. And when your attitude shifts from, why is this happening to me, to, what is this preparing me for? Your entire life transforms. A strong attitude starts with simple habits. Here's how you build it. 1. Train your mind to focus on the positive. When everything seems dark, find one thing to be grateful for. Gratitude rewires your brain. It turns scarcity into abundance, frustration into patience, and fear into peace. 2. Surround yourself with positive people. Energy is contagious. If you spend your time with complainers, you'll start to complain. But if you spend time with warriors, dreamers, builders, their fire will ignite yours. 3. Slow down. Don't rush your life. In the quiet moments, you'll find clarity. When you slow down, you stop reacting and start responding with intention. 4. Don't let small problems steal your peace. Not everything deserves your energy. Sometimes the best response is silence. Remember, you don't need to attend every argument you're invited to. 5. Face your fears. Most fears exist only in your imagination. When you walk through them, you realize they never had power over you. It was your attitude that gave them strength. 6. Give value. Help someone without expecting anything in return. When you lift others, your own spirit rises higher. And finally, 7. Start every day with intention. Wake up and decide. Today I will focus on what I can control. I will bring light, not darkness. I will respond with love, not hate. Because how you start your day is how you live your life. You see, attitude isn't just a word, it's a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. And just like muscles, it grows when you face resistance. That's why challenges are not curses. They're opportunities. Every difficult moment you survive adds power to your character. Every storm you walk through sharpens your vision. Every heartbreak teaches you compassion. So don't run from the struggle. Use it. Let it mold you into someone who cannot be broken. Most people wait for life to get easier before they develop a positive attitude. But it doesn't work that way. Life doesn't get easier. You get stronger. And strength comes from choosing the right attitude even when everything is falling apart. The truth is, happiness isn't found in a perfect life. It's found in a perfect attitude. It's in your decision to smile even when you could cry, to keep going even when you want to stop, to believe even when you don't see results. That's what separates those who live fully from those who just exist. Your attitude defines your character. It shows up in the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you treat others, and the way you treat yourself. If your attitude is weak, your world becomes heavy. If your attitude is strong, nothing can hold you down. So ask yourself right now, what kind of attitude am I carrying into my life? Is it an attitude of defeat or an attitude of victory? Is it one of fear or one of faith? Because whatever you carry inside becomes the energy you project outside. You don't need to be the smartest, the richest, or the most talented. You just need to have the right attitude. Because an army of sheep led by a lion will always defeat an army of lions led by a sheep. Leadership, greatness, and success all begin with one thing: the mindset of a lion. A lion doesn't ask for permission to roar. It doesn't doubt itself. It doesn't wait for the right moment. It creates it. You have that same power. You were born to lead your life, not follow your fears. Born to believe in yourself, not your limits. So roar louder, stand taller, and live every day with the unshakable belief that your attitude decides your fate, because it truly does. Attitude doesn't just change your mood, it changes your future. So master your attitude and you'll master your life. Attitude is not just about how you start your journey. It's about how you sustain it. Anyone can be positive for a day, a week, or a month. But it takes real strength to stay positive when life keeps testing you. You see, your attitude is like a fire. If you don't keep feeding it with purpose, gratitude, and belief, it dies. So if you want to live with unstoppable energy, you have to protect that fire. You have to guard your mind like your life depends on it, because it does. Every single day, your attitude will be challenged by traffic, by deadlines, by betrayal, by people who don't believe in you. And in those moments, you must remember, you are the gatekeeper of your mind. You decide what enters and what stays. You can either let negativity break you down, or you can use it as fuel to rise higher, because storms don't last forever. But your attitude can outlast every storm. The key to maintaining a strong attitude is simple. Feed it daily. Just like your body needs food, your mind needs nourishment too. Feed it with gratitude. It keeps you grounded. Feed it with goals. It gives you direction. Feed it with compassion. It keeps you human. Feed it with faith. It keeps you unshakable. Start every day with these 3 words. Thank, grow, give. Be thankful for what you have. Grow by challenging yourself. Give something to someone else. If you live by those 3 actions, your attitude will never fade. It will only grow stronger. But here's the truth. No one maintains a positive attitude by accident. It takes work. It takes discipline. It takes a decision every single day to focus on what's right, not what's wrong. So when life hits you hard, and it will, remember this. It's not about pretending everything is fine. It's about believing that even in the chaos, there's a reason, a lesson, and a chance to grow. A strong attitude doesn't ignore pain, it transforms it. It turns anger into focus, doubt into determination, and fear into courage. The most powerful people aren't those who never fall. They're the ones who never stay down. Their secret? Attitude. When the world tells them, "You can't," they whisper back, "Watch me." When everything falls apart, they look for something to build again. When they're surrounded by darkness, they become the light. That's not luck. That's attitude. And once you've built that mindset, something amazing happens. You start to inspire others. People begin to feel your energy. They watch how you handle setbacks and they say, "If they can do it, so can I." That's how change spreads. Not by preaching, but by being the example. A single person with the right attitude can ignite an entire room. A single spark of positivity can change a life. And when enough people choose that spark, the world changes. You don't need 1 million followers to make an impact. You just need the right attitude and the courage to live it out loud. So how do you sustain it long term? It comes down to one thing: your standards. Set a standard that says, "I won't let negativity control me. I won't let failure define me. I won't let other people's opinions decide who I am." Because the higher your standards, the stronger your attitude. And when your attitude is strong, nothing outside can destroy what's inside. Remember, you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. If you want peace, be peaceful. If you want strength, be disciplined. If you want respect, carry yourself with confidence and integrity. Your attitude is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. You are not your past. You are not your pain. You are not your mistakes. You are what you choose to believe about yourself right now. You can be broken and still be strong. You can be scared and still move forward. You can be tired and still choose to rise. That's attitude. That's power. That's what greatness looks like. So from today forward, stop waiting for motivation to find you. Be the source of your own fire. Stop waiting for good days. Create them with your attitude. Because your attitude decides your altitude, how high you rise, how far you go, and how deeply you live. Listen, the world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs people with purpose. It needs people who fall 7 times and rise 8. People whose attitude shines so bright that it lights up the darkness around them. So wherever you are right now, promise yourself this: no matter how hard it gets, I will not break. No matter who doubts me, I will not stop. No matter what happens, I will keep my attitude strong, my heart humble, and my spirit unstoppable, because I am the lion, and my attitude determines everything. Choose positivity. Choose strength. Choose to live every day with the attitude of a lion. Because when you master your attitude, you master your destiny.